Marvel Studios' announcement of Ryan Reynolds' unexpected departure sent shockwaves through both the superhero fandom and the broader entertainment world. In an industry where actors of Ryan's stature are rarely shown the door, his sudden exit raised eyebrows and sparked widespread speculation. The catalyst for this bombshell appeared to be new evidence, referred to as receipts, brought to light by filmmaker Justin Baldoni, who had found himself at the center of a public feud involving Ryan's wife, Blake Lively. The burning question was clear: how could one of Hollywood's biggest stars be dismissed so abruptly? Rumors of tension between Ryan and Marvel had been circulating for some time, but things took a dramatic turn following the controversy surrounding a film that Justin co-wrote and directed. Initially, it seemed to be a dispute solely between Justin and Blake, but Marvel's statement hinted at Ryan's behind-the-scenes involvement being far more significant than anyone had realized. So much so that it threatened his future with the studio. To understand the situation fully, it's crucial to revisit the origins of the drama. Justin Baldoni, known for his emotionally driven films, was behind the adaptation of a beloved novel, with Blake Lively cast in the lead role. The combination seemed perfect, with the film set to be a heartfelt and uplifting experience for audience. But tensions began to simmer early on. Blake reportedly grew frustrated with Justin's extensive involvement in the project, as he was not only directing, but also co-writing and acting in the film. While creative differences are a common part of Hollywood production, the friction between the two quickly escalated. Rumors circulated that Blake felt overshadowed, believing Justin was taking more than his fair share of the spotlight. What began as typical set tension soon spiraled into something far more serious. In a stunning turn, Blake accused Justin of undermining her reputation, claiming he had orchestrated leaks to the press that painted her as difficult and demanding. Initially, the industry seemed to side with Blake. As such, behind-the-scenes feuds often lead to negative portrayals of female lead. Her accusations gained traction, particularly among those who believed that male directors frequently manipulated narratives to damage their female stars. Headlines quickly labeled Justin as an overbearing figure, while Blake was framed as a voice simply fighting to be heard. However, the narrative shifted dramatically when Justin's team released text messages that contradicted Blake's version of events. The messages revealed that Blake had, in fact, been making her own demand, often invoking her powerful network, including Ryan, whom she referred to as dragons, as a way to influence decisions. The texts suggested she was attempting to control the film's script, its marketing strategies, and even the public perception of the project. Suddenly, the portrayal of Blake as a victim was called into question, as it became clear that she had been a driving force behind much of the behind-the-scenes drama. As the conflict unfolded, Ryan's involvement remained a mystery. Fans wondered whether he was merely staying out of the mess, especially since he had remained silent on the matter. But as more messages emerged, implicating Ryan in efforts to challenge Justin's authority and manipulate the narrative, the situation took an even darker turn. Ryan, renowned for his humor and undeniable charm, turned out to be far more involved in the situation than anyone had initially believed. The messages uncovered him as a co-strategist, engaging in calls with influential contacts, discussing smear tactics against Justin, and even suggesting ways to recast Blake as the misunderstood hero in the public's eyes. What began as a feud between Justin and Blake quickly evolved, as attention shifted to Ryan's role in the drama. Then came a bombshell. Justin made an unexpected revelation. He had new, irrefutable evidence, time-stamped communications, and digital proof that exposed Ryan's awareness of the smear campaign targeting Justin. Marvel executives, uneasy about Ryan's involvement in these ethically questionable maneuvers, were forced to convene urgent meetings to reassess their plans for him. The entertainment world had witnessed its fair share of controversies involving major names, but this case carried much higher stakes. Marvel, a studio built on maintaining stable, controversy-free relationships with its top stars, particularly those portraying legendary characters, found itself at a crossroads. Ryan's comedic style had become an integral part of his role within the franchise, and the studio had to weigh the potential fallout carefully. If Marvel chose to stand by him, despite the mounting evidence of unethical behavior, especially actions aimed at undermining a respected filmmaker, it risked alienating not only fans, but also cast members and future collaborators. Then came the day that changed everything. Marvel executives reviewed the newly revealed receipts from Justin. Though the full contents were not immediately made public, early reports suggested they painted a damning portrait of Ryan's active involvement in manipulating the press and public opinion against Justin. Rumors spread that the messages went far beyond the immediate film conflict, revealing a wider pattern of pressure tactics, with Ryan and Blake using their industry connections for personal gain. That was the tipping point. In an unexpected turn, Marvel made the bold decision to part ways with Ryan, ending a partnership that had once promised major box office triumph. Marvel's official statement was short and to the point, confirming they had reviewed the newly disclosed information and stating that Ryan's position with the studio was no longer viable. The bluntness of the statement sent shockwaves through fans. Marvel's usual public announcements tend to be vague and optimistic, but this one was direct, serious, and final. Social media exploded with disbelief and questions. How had a beloved star, known for his impeccable comedic reputation, ended up being dismissed by the very studio that had championed his career? As fans clamored for answers, Justin remained calm and composed, refusing to engage in public attacks against Ryan or Blake. Instead, he released more detailed logs to clarify the timeline, emphasizing that his primary goal was to protect his professional integrity, not to vilify anyone. According to Justin, the leaked messages confirmed that the intention had been to undermine his role as a director and content creator. His stance was clear. In any conflict, open communication should be the priority, not secretive manipulation behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Blake's involvement came under even greater scrutiny. Her attorney severed ties with her, citing irreconcilable differences over her account of the events. Speculation ran rampant, questioning whether Blake had pressured Ryan into taking action or if they had orchestrated it together. Rumors about their marriage began to surface, with some suggesting their public partnership was a carefully managed effort to control their image. The emerging receipts added another layer of complexity to the unfolding drama. It wasn't just about Blake seeking more creative control, it was about devising a strategy to portray Justin as ineffective and inflexible, a narrative directly contradicted by the text logs. Ryan, known for his quick wit and humor, remained eerily silent throughout. On social media, Ryan refrained from addressing the controversy directly, opting instead for generic or promotional posts unrelated to the Marvel fallout or the film drama. This silence was a stark contrast to his usual approach, where he often used humor to diffuse smaller controversies. However, given Marvel's public decision, responding this time could have had the opposite effect. Sources close to him suggested he was in crisis mode, trying to repair his public image. Marvel's decision to part ways with Ryan sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. It was a clear signal that star power alone could not shield someone from allegations that threatened a franchise's integrity. Hollywood became divided. Some felt Marvel had overreacted, believing the situation could have been salvaged with strategic PR, while others viewed it as a necessary move to ensure accountability. For Justin, the release of the receipts provided a sense of vindication. He maintained that his aim was never to punish anyone, but to expose the hidden actions that jeopardized his creative vision. Some saw Marvel's move as essential to restoring balance, while others who had worked on the film confirmed that the issues on set were often exaggerated, fueled by coordinated efforts to undermine Justin's authority. Blake, once an active presence on social media, went silent, fueling further speculation about her and Ryan's efforts to manage the fallout. Some close to her claimed she was devastated by the turn of events, while others suggested she was doubling down, insisting that Justin had manipulated the narrative to suit his own purpose. As more evidence surfaced, Blake's narrative of Justin as the villain unraveled, and her supporters began to turn. Media outlets questioned if Ryan could recover from his fallout with Marvel. Many production houses became hesitant to work with him, and projects relying on his appeal were left uncertain. Hollywood insiders braced for cautious distancing, fearing additional evidence could further damage his reputation. Ryan's comedic image was overshadowed by allegations of manipulation, with texts linking him to a smear campaign against Justin. Marvel, prioritizing trust over profit, cut ties with him, while Justin stayed focused on his work. Ryan's departure from Marvel highlights that no one is untouchable in the digital age.